Hey!
Hi!
We are on time as ever. Ruth and I are slightly late, maybe only about 10 or 20 seconds late, because we decided to just do something completely different today.
Because we want to record our voice, because it's
Yeah.
language day, so it makes sense.
Exactly. It's European Day of Languages. Hey, Ruth, here's something I didn't tell you.
Yeah.
My mum's watching today.
Really? And you're changing it up at the last minute?
Yeah, changing it up at the last minute. She'd be very proud of me. She was a teacher as well. And you know what? She was pretty decent at French as well.
Oh, so no pressure.
No pressure. I would say she was pretty decent. She was really good, actually.
Right.
So yeah.
Pretty
welcome, everybody. But also, do you know who else is really decent at French, everybody? Ruth Davidson.
No. So
I did French A-level.
I did French at A-level, but that doesn't mean that I did it well.
Well. We will soon see, won't we?
Quite a while since I've spoken French, so I might
only a few years. Only a few years. So let's say yes. So yeah, welcome everyone to European Day of Languages. I always get told off for waffling at the start, and my mum will probably agree. So let's do quick fire. What are the rules of these Adobe Express live lessons, Ruth? Rule number 1.
I never knew the order, so I'm just gonna say a rule. It's more things like if you get stuck, or if we are going ahead too quickly and you want to get caught up, or if because we're recording voices, you need a wee bit of a break, you can hit pause on this video, which will probably be a really good idea when you're recording the audio, actually, or at least mute us for a bit, so you don't want us in the background.
That's true. That's a very good one. Good afternoon from North Wales. Hand pink waving. Great news. Thank you very much, Mr. or Mrs. Pritchard. Not sure if it's Mr. or Mrs. Yeah, that is rule number 1. Just pause us at any time. We're not going to be doing anything like putting the music on and waiting, because we actually realized that that's nonsense. You can just pause us and just take as much time as you need.
Yeah, that's true.
It only took us about a year to work that out.
Right.
But hey, we got there. We're slow learners. Yeah. Everyone learns at a different pace. It's fine.
That's true. Yeah.
Rule number 2, Ruth Davidson.
Swag. I remember. We're good.
If you complete your challenges, you get free swag. If you teach other people your skills, you get VIP swag. Awesome. We always say there's a third rule, but there isn't a third rule. So
that's true.
The third rule is move on. Right. Yeah. So let me share my screen.
Oh yeah, I haven't shared mine either. Sorry.
Hang on a minute. I need to share this tab instead. I need to go up here, and then I need to add to stage. There we go. Right. European Day of Languages. This is the page, the official page. You can see there's a link to this page. If your teacher hasn't given you the link, it's bit.ly/express euro. I'm very proud of my short links, Ruth.
Yeah, you do love your short links. That's true.
I nail them every time. I'm not going to lie to you. I nail them every time.
It's a good life skill. It's a good life skill.
It's my only life skill. That's why I'm so proud of it.
Yeah.
And Ruth will tell us all about how to use the QR code.
Yeah, well, actually, it might not work so much on the devices because you're not on iPads.
Yeah.
But normally you can take your device if you want to turn it around.
You can do it with Chromebooks now, though, can't you?
You can. Do they have a camera on the back?
Yeah, sometimes you can flip them.
Okay, if you can flip, anyway, you can scan that code with your camera, and then it will open that link. It just saves you typing it. It's probably quicker to type it, to be honest.
Yeah, but some schools can't access the short links, which is a bit annoying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so you might need to access it that way.
Yeah, but another thing that we need to say is if you are on iPads, your teacher has got a separate iPad link, so you should be heading over there, because we have the wonderful Nicole O'Connor, who is doing a solo live stream on the iPad. So if you are using iPads, go over there. Now, if you've got a mix, you probably want to shove them onto either iPads or Chromebooks. It's not hugely different, but it's just we are doing a separate iPad session. Simple as that.
Yep.
Right. Challenge numero uno. Look at me.
There's the language starting.
Challenge number 1 is the greetings challenge. Dead easy. You can click this button here, and you've got example text in French, Spanish, and Welsh. Where is it? There we go. So it's just basic greet. Oh, I better share this tab. Hang on. Here we
Hey.
go. Spanish, you can see it there. French, which is basically Ruth's mother tongue, is there. And then we've got Welsh. Now I can say some bits of that, and I'm going to make a mess of other bits of that. But if you're learning Welsh as a second language, of course, the European language, so you can do that one as well.
I'm really excited to hear that because I don't know Welsh really at all.
It's the pronunciation it's very phonetic, but I do find it tough. I'm not going to lie, I do find it tough. I'm getting better. I'm trying. And then challenge number 2 is a country fact file. Now we have got the examples in English here. Obviously, if you are doing like foreign languages, sometimes you want to do things in the mother tongue, and sometimes you want to just do things to find out like why you would want to learn that language. So we've got some example facts about France and Spain, and you can make that into what are we doing now, Ruth?
The grid.
Yeah. That's going to be a grid.
That is the grid. Yeah. We're organized. We're fine. We've got it.
Because there's a new grid feature in Express. Anyway, I'm going to get told off again for just talking too much. So let's get on with the first one. So it's the greetings challenge, example text in French, Spanish, and Welsh. So here we go. And then I can share that tab instead. Right. Let's get cracking. So let me get back to Express. Okay, so you should all be at Express. You're here if you're a desktop, Chromebook, laptop user. Okay, and what we are going to do with this is, Ruth, what are we going to do again?
Did we get that far? No, we're going to do. We were going to hold on. We were going to do an image. I was thinking like a couple of like maybe a person or something on it, like a greeting person, and then we were going to have that text on the screen, and we're going to record our voice so that text comes up. Wasn't that it? Right. We could even maybe do the text as different boxes so it comes up when we record that audio or something.
Yeah. Well, let's do it this way. So I'm going to press the big plus here.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm going to go to landscape 16:9 here. It's one of the first options because actually that's Ruth knows better than me because she's much cleverer than me. But that's actually the standard YouTube size as well, isn't it?
It is. Yep. That's the size your TV is.
Yeah. There you go. I told you she was cleverer than me. So there you go. That's what we've got. And immediately you kind of get this slide, for example, and it's not a video, but we're going to turn it into a video. But let's get some things done before we get there. So if I go to the greetings challenge, I'm going to do mine in Spanish. You can do yours in French. You can do yours in Welsh. You can do with whatever language you're learning. That's absolutely fine. So you got this first one. Hola, buenos tardes. ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay, so I'm going to copy that.
Yep.
Ruth, a little.
That was good. No, I was impressed. You even got the wee roll of the R. Impressive.
Oh, listen. I lived in Spain for a very long time.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, long enough. So, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this page here. And what I'm going to do is I've got my text copied. I copied that piece of text. And now I'm going to look for a piece of media. Right. Now, I'm going to go for photos. I'm going to keep this kind of quite simple at the start because, video is something that we're all kind of getting used to because it's a little bit different on the new Express app. So this is like, in terms of what we were saying at the start, it's like, hello, good afternoon, that kind of thing. So if I'm here on this page, I might say something like hello, put that into my photos there. And you've got all sorts of things that you could use here. You could use something like this lady here. Or maybe you would select that, delete it, and go for something which would be like quite, lots of different languages, things like that. Whatever you want to do, that's absolutely fine. Or you might want to go a bit crazy and do something like this. I have no idea what this image is about, but why not, I guess?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm going to stretch it until it snaps to make sure that it's covering the whole of that background there. So that snaps. And you can see I've got these lines which are saying, hey, this is all snapping. So I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. Next thing I'm going to do is put some text in. And I'm going to add my text. And then, well, you can see it's all highlighted in blue here. So all I actually need to do is I copied my text before from that Google Doc. And now I'm going to press Control or Command. Most of you will be Control and V. And I'll just be able to paste it in like that. Perfect. Right. So what kind of things can we do with this text, Ruth?
We can change the font first. That's always a good starting place.
You see, that's the thing. You see, Ruth is very fussy about fonts.
Oh man, I'm already trying to pick it so I don't take too long. Yep.
She's so fussy about fonts, but good for her. Why not?
Mm.
And then I'm clicked the text here because I thought, do you know what? I want to have it left aligned.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also going to start sort of changing the size a little bit. You know, you can make it so it's, you know, put it wherever you want to. Put it wherever you want to. Now, is there anything else that I could put on there, Ruth?
Maybe you want to keep it black, your text? Or are you going to change the color?
Okay. What would you
No,
suggest?
I'm asking.
I know. Well, I mean, you are the font queen, so give me some directions. Put an outline on it.
Yeah, you could do that.
White outline. You see the way that's just popped it out a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can change the thickness. Ooh, that's looking good.
Yep.
And then you could also put another image on top. So
probably like a Spanish flag or something, since you're speaking Spanish.
Ooh, you see,
you know, you got to do it.
That's why she's in the team. That's why she's in the team.
Yep.
Spain flag. Well, actually, didn't really get. Do you know what? One of the things I found is that flags just aren't really very good.
What about, isn't there a flag emoji? Could you put it in his text?
Yeah. Do you know what I think I will do? Is I think share this tab instead. Right. I think I'm just going to go to Google.
Oh, good idea.
Flag. And this is a good thing to learn how to do. So now I'm going to go to images. And then here you could go to things like tools, usage rights, and put Creative Commons licenses. That means you can use it for whatever. That is right, isn't it, Ruth? I'm not going to get arrested halfway through this.
No, that's right. That's right. But because it's for education, it's okay to use things.
Yeah, that is true. She's right about that. Now, what I could do is go here, and then I'm going to right-click it. I could open image in new tab. Oh, I've just realized.
Can't see your right-clicks.
Exactly. Let me stop sharing a second. Let me go back to my studio, present, share screen, entire screen.
All of you now know how to use StreamYard.
Oh, just in time.
Bye.
There we go. And then I can, well, actually, one of the things I can do is copy the image. And usually I can go straight back in here and then just use Control and V or Command and V and paste it in. Let me see if it'll work. Yay!
Hey, that was
you
good.
don't have to save it, but if you want to, save it to your desktop. What would you do with this now, Ruth?
Oh, get rid of that blue background. Let's see if it's magic.
Yeah. So you see up here, remove background. May we?
Very good.
Wrong language. But hey.
May we?
And then maybe I can flip it.
It's Languages Day, not Spanish Language Day.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. There you go. I mean, that's not a bad first slide, is it?
No, it's pretty good.
Right.
The hand's weird, but aside from that, yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. No, it's quite weird. I mean, you could select it, and then up here, you see there, it's got like
oh, like squares, like with arrows.
Yeah, and then you could replace it. And then what did I search for? Hello, maybe.
Hello.
I mean, you look at that image, you think, what did I search for?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was quite cool, I suppose. I mean, this is strange image day for sure.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll bring this. I'll have to make this much bigger so I can get the hand.
Put it to the left, maybe, your hand, and then move your text right.
Yeah, she's right about that, I think. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm halfway there now, so why
yeah, okay, that's fair enough.
Oh, I see, because you're saying there's more space there.
I think so. Just slightly more space, is there?
Yeah, you see. That's why Ruth earns the big bucks.
Sure.
And then this one here. And then I'm going to flip that. Flip it. You think I should have flipped it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you can play around with that all day. Now, the last thing we're going to do here is do some audio.
Yep, let's do the audio, and then...
Yeah. You know, you're going to have to do some audio as well, Ruth.
Yes, I do.
But you know the reason why you're going to have to do some audio?
No. Oh, because mine's the only one that will play back, is it?
Yeah, you're still playing back.
Well, let's change what we're doing, guys. We're going to do something totally different.
So here, in order to put on your audio, you can go to media on the left-hand side here. You go to audio, and then you see you got the record voice. I mean, you could put jingle bells on there. I don't know why it's got jingle bells on there.
Sure.
But you could record voiceover, and then you press start recording. Hola, buenos tardes. ¿Cómo te llamas? There we go. I did it.
That was good.
Now, unfortunately, I mean, I could try, but it's going to do an echo, but I'm going to try it anyway.
Yeah.
No, maybe not.
No.
Hang on. If you stay quiet and I stay quiet.
Okay.
Hang on. Hola. Oh dear.
That was close.
All guys are wrong.
Yeah.
All guys are wrong. But anyway, there you go. That's how you can do a voiceover on a slide. Dead easy. Ruth, why don't you run us through it so that people can have another go themselves?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Dom will show a bit. I'll show the same thing. So as we'll just keep repeating it, so it gives you time and see different ones. So we're in Adobe Express. I'm going to click plus landscape bin. Let's do it. And we've got our pages. Now I already have a small, well, not a small idea. I think I've got an idea for mine. So I'm going to go to media and photos, and I'm just going to type in your hello was okay. I think that worked well.
Right.
But I'm going to do this guy. Sure. Hey.
Yeah, nice.
That makes sense. And then what I'm going to do is, even though his background's very nice, to give me more flexibility, I'm going to remove the background.
Okay, interesting.
So I have this little person. Yeah.
Nice.
And whoops, it got stuck to my mouse. And then I'm going to make him nice and big.
Hipster dude.
Yeah, I know, right? And I'm going to go to media.
Très chic.
What is it?
Très chic.
Yeah. Oh, actually, do you know what? I'm not going to go to media. I'm going to go to elements. And you're going to see that elements actually has backgrounds already built in.
Oh,
so it makes
I know what you're going to do.
And then what?
Go on.
You can search words like gradient or pattern. I would. No, what do you think I was going to do, France?
I did. I think you're going to like do them in.
I didn't even think. I could have. Yeah, actually. Do you know what? I'll do this, and I'll do that one for the next slide.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do just something nice, and even if you're looking for gradients, you can type in like colors as well. If there are certain colors that you want, I'm going to choose this one. I think that's quite cool, even though it doesn't match the French flag at all. But I just like it because it looks pretty funky.
It does.
And then now I've got my wee image. I'm going to go to text. And I'm going to go to this gradients challenge. I'm going to do French because I'm going to attempt to do this recording wise. And then I'm going to, so I hit copy there, which is Control C. I'm going to go to add your text, Control V. And then we have this. So this is our first sentence. Again, first thing we're going to do is change the font. I have not picked my font, but it's okay. I'm not going to get stressed because we've got a few chances to do this, because we're going to create a couple of slides for our conversation. So again, you can pick different fonts, see what you kind of like. The main thing is, because we are wanting this to be easily read, you need to pick fonts that maybe are a bit easier. Plus, there's fonts like this where it doesn't have certain letters or icons or whatever, so it swaps them out.
Wow, like the apostrophes and things.
Yeah. So
look at that. That was a bit mad, wasn't it?
Which one?
The last one.
Oh yeah, I know. Like it looks like a little alien head or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's a nice font, isn't it? Yeah, it's a nice font, which is a shame, but sure. Nope, not doing that one. So I'll go for something like this, just nice and simple. And then I can just go back. If I select my text again, then we can do the same thing that Dom had. I'm going to set a white background and set the thickness. You have to choose your color first before you can change the thickness. I realized. So I'm going to go really chunky, and I'm going to hit fill. And instead of choosing a color, I'm going to choose this little color dropper. And I'm going to choose one of the colors of this background.
Oh, yeah.
And probably like a darker one. So something like that. So
Cool.
because we have the white background, it kind of, you can get away with that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to move it over here, right a line.
Nice.
And kind of just do something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, would design assets have flags now?
Yeah, it's not good for flags. I'm not entirely sure why. You would think it would be something that there would be loads of, but there aren't.
You would. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know? I don't actually know how to open emojis on the. That's fine. Anyway, I'll add a French flag in later.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh no, I suppose you showed it. I'll show it. I'm just delaying having to record my voice. Do you notice that?
I did sing that. I was like, what's going on here?
Don't reveal the secrets. So I'll go France flag or French flag. I'll do exactly the same as what Dom had done. I'm going to go for this little cute little one.
Oh, that's nice.
So hopefully it pops, because the problem is the background that I have, I think the French flag, the colors would merge.
Right.
So I'm just going to go, was it copy image? Yep.
Yeah, see if that works. It doesn't always work, but often it does.
And then I'll try right clicking and paste. You can do as well. Allow. Hey, so I had to hit allow on my browser.
Right.
And I'll just go to remove background. It might remove the white. I'm not sure. That's too
that's nice.
Yeah. And you could be like,
wee.
Yeah. But no, I'll just put it down here. So we've got a lovely little opening slide. And then the last thing to do is hit record and be embarrassed because Dom's mom, or was it your mom? Yeah. Was it French teacher?
Be really quiet for Ruth's voiceover.
So we're going to go to media. We're going to go to audio. And we're going to do record voiceover. I do not have an accent. Also, don't forget, this is a Northern Irish person speaking French. Sally, bonjour.
The dream combination.
So I'm the microphone selected, so I'm going to hit start recording. Salut, bonjour. Comment tu t'appelles? There we go. Thank you. My French teacher would be horrified. No, so let's see if this works. I'm not sure. I actually don't know if I shared audio, but we'll see.
No, you didn't share audio yet.
Oh, okay. So I will stop sharing 2 seconds so that I can actually share my audio.
Very cool.
Share tab audio. There we go.
Go on.
So let's see. Salut, bonjour. Comment tu t'appelles?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Cool. Yeah, that's great. That's super.
Yeah, so you can kind of play around with it and see, but that's kind of how you can create. Also, the thing you'll notice is we keep changing our minds in the design process. That's completely normal.
Yeah.
But I'll hand it back to you, Dom, and you can show us what to do next now.
No problemo. Okay, so so great stuff from Ruth, as always. And what we're going to do now is, if we go back to our greetings challenge here, let's go dismiss. Now, the next bit is going to be this. Me llamo Lola. Y tú? Like, my name is Lola. And you? So if I go back to which is my page? My page is this one. Do you know what? I need to rename this.
I just realized I need to rename it.
Eurolang video. I'll call it that. Got to rename them because then that means you can find them later. Now, one thing I was going to say very quickly is that you've got your voiceover on here, and then at the end, we can also put on some pretty funky music along the whole thing, but I'll wait until the end to do that. Now, you can see here it says add a scene. So I'm going to add a scene. And what it does is just kind of gives you the same kind of canvas as you had last time. So I will press text. I'll add my text. I'll paste it in there. So, from here, I highlighted that. I did Control or Command C, and then I went back here. Oh, not here. I went back here and then pressed the text button and then pasted it in because it was highlighted in blue. So, me llamo Lola y tú. So now, what do I need to do? Well, I can put that right at the top there. I could go to a recommended font. I could find something pretty cool. That one's not bad. So you can mix it up a bit and have different fonts and things like that. You see, I'm putting that in the middle, so that purple, pink, purple.
Yeah. I was trying to think of a word that would merge the two.
Yeah, so was I.
So I was like, I couldn't think quick enough.
No. Now, in terms of what we put on, to make this kind of slide interesting, I mean, one of the things that we could do here is we could do grids. We could put a grid on here, and then we could have 2 photos on there. I guess. Probably not. I guess. I'm not sure why, but I guess. So I'm going to do this one so it stretches all the way out. So I've matched it right to the page, but you see my text is now behind. So I can show you my layer stack in here now. Drag this one down, and then that just pops up. And then you can click on these images, and you can just change them to something else. And you can change them by using this little replace tool here. So you click that, it'll bring your photos up. And then I could just put, like young lady, something like that, put that in there. And then this can be Lola. She looks great. And then, I can move it across. So me llamo Lola. So one of the things that you'll see here is that this lady's got dark hair, and the text is also dark as well. So like Ruth showed us how to do before, you could put an outline on it. And then that just makes it kind of breaks it up so you can see the 2 different things, and you could change the outline thickness. There you go. And then here, you might have to click a couple of times. I'll show you this. If I click these 2 images once, it will give me like where's my hand? Give me like the whole thing.
The whole grid. Yeah.
The whole grid. There we go. And then Ruth always knows what to say. And then if you click it again, it'll give you the second one, and then I can hit replace again. And then this one could be like ask a question. I don't know. I don't know. It's a bit of a random thing. There you go. That works, isn't it?
Yeah, that worked out well.
Yeah, that did work out a lot better than I thought it would. Maybe this guy. I don't know.
Sure. I mean,
sure. He's pointing up to the question.
Yeah, he is actually.
Yeah. So what I might do is
he's her wingman. Yeah.
He's my wingman. Bring that down. Or maybe I'll even highlight that, cut it by using Control and X or Command and X. Me llamo Lola. Okay. And then drag that across here.
Oh, very good.
And then, I mean, this is just so ridiculous. Well, whatever. And then E2. And then I mean, this is not my finest design hour. I'm not gonna lie. But hey,
I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, so it's great.
Yeah. You enjoy me watching me die live on air.
Yes, it's perfect for everyone.
Lose my creative will to live. There we go. E2, and then I can just pop that on his finger. There you go. Why not? And then dead easy. You can record your voiceover. So then you go to media again, go to record voiceover. So then you just click record, start recording. Me llamo Lola. ¿Y tú? There you go. Now, what you might want to do here is you might want to bring this down so it matches the length of the voiceover, or you might want a little bit of a gap. So in which case you could do that. And all you need to do for that is, as soon as you hover over the end of it, you'll get this double-sided arrow, and you can just stretch it out or trim it to wherever you like. I'm going to give a little bit of time afterwards so it doesn't go so quickly. And that's my second scene. So if you think we've got down to the second one there, and then you can do a third one, you can do a fourth one, and then this one you could combine maybe with a goodbye. But let's see Ruth and see what she does.
Sure. So I actually have that issue at the minute in my recording. I didn't hit stop quick enough. So what it did was it automatically creates this to be a certain length, 5 seconds, I think. And it had to create this little one. so it's doing nothing. So I'm going to drag my audio because there was just a big gap at the end. And then if I hover over here, there's 3 little dots. If I click on that, I can go to delete scene because I don't want that white one.
Yeah.
Although I suppose I could have just, that could have been my new scene, but just in case your recording runs over. Yeah.
Good to see those 3 dots though.
Yeah. And then I'm going to hit add scene and I'm going to create Lola's slide. So I'm going to go to media, photos. I'm going to, nope, not text image. I was too quick to click. And I'm going to type in woman. Nice. This is, I kind of like the idea of different, like she's kind of like laugh, like ha ha ha, like sort of laughing.
Make sure it's a good one. Make sure it's a good one.
No, I don't know about that one.
Make sure it's a good one, otherwise you're gonna get a roasting.
I'll just pick this because she's like, yeah, that looks like a Lula to me.
Yeah.
I'll go remove background. Now you'll notice that her shirt is very similar to the background color. So this is where we get to see how good Adobe is, this remove background button. It is magic. It's magic. Be really weird if all we were left with just
there you go.
arms. There we go. So what I'm going to do is, now this is a little trick that's used in film a lot of the times. Because this is a 2-sided conversation, I'm going to have this guy be on the left side and be on the right side. So they look like they're having a conversation. So nice. I'm going to go with what Dom suggested, and I'm going to go Paris.
Oh, cool.
And I don't know about that one. So we're going to try and pick one that makes it look like she's actually out and about. Yeah, it's not bad. So I'm going to click on that. I could stretch it out, but then she's behind it. Or what I can do is I can click on it and I can go set as page background.
Very cool.
It does it for me. So there she is. Cool. She's just chilling in the sun. And then I'm going to add in some text. And I'm going to go to my greetings challenge. This is going to be very repetitive, everyone, but that's okay. You just keep working away. Yeah. I'm going to copy. I'm going to paste. And I'm going to choose a font for her. So let's see. Oh, yeah, I need to go to recommended. So whenever you go to recommended, you can go to this little drop down, which loads them there, but it only loads a couple of them. So I like view all, which I think Dom did as well. It makes it a bit easier to see. It should change my color of the text first, but sure. So I'm going to go for, let's go for this one. Wee bit. She's like this, so I'm going to do like a wee bit of a leaning font. Then I'll go back.
Cool.
I'm going to choose my text, color. I'll go white. Outline. Let's go black, something a bit different. There we go. I'll put Lula down there. And you just want to make sure your text is positioned so that it kind of balances your image. So because she's over on the right, to make sure this text is legible and easily read, I'm going to just put it there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I'll probably record the audio, but I was going to put a little image in, but I'll do that when it goes back to Dom, because again, I don't want to be like, I'm going to put a dog in, but I'm going to put a dog in.
Okay. Ready?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, where's my text? It's on the screen. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go to media. I'm going to go to audio. We're going to go record voiceover. Start recording. Je m'appelle Lola. Et toi? Wait. And then I can trim it. I'm going to leave just a wee bit of a gap.
Yeah.
The cool thing is you can click on this, you can move it across. So if you want it to start after.
That's a good tip.
And then do we have little transitions or?
Yeah, show the transitions. That's a good one. Good idea. That's what I was thinking about doing next.
Oh, Aria, do you want to do that then? Sorry, I don't want to steal that off you. I was just thinking.
No, you do it now and then I can show you.
So because we have 2 slides, what we can do is we can create a little transition between the 2, which is just how it gets from one to the other. So there's going to be a little plus symbol between the 2. So if you click on that, you can go to add transition. And then it's really just dissolve. But actually, I'm happy with dissolve because it's nicer.
It's really the best one, really.
It is the best one. And then what I might do is I might just bring the duration down a wee bit. Sometimes a second can be quite long, especially only 3 or 4 seconds each slide.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. But at least it just kind of gets there. So it means then, oh,
tu t'appelles?
Oh, that's a very long time. So actually, I need to cut my audio because I did leave a very big gap. So the cool thing is once I start cutting my audio, I just need to move the other one across. That's interesting. The audio keeps it on its own separate track.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Lola. Et toi? Way.
That's a nice transition.
Yeah, it's nice, just nice, something quick.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if it's a second, these are only like 3 or 4 seconds long, the slides. So half a minute spent. But here, you go back to you and see how you're getting them.
Okay, so so just to recap that, if you want to add a transition, you just go to the little plus in between your scenes, add a transition, click dissolve, and then you can always, just play it. You won't hear the sound on mine, but you will see the way it dissolves there. That's just kind of nice. So I'm going to add a third scene, and the only thing extra I'm going to show you now, because you just need to work away on that, and you can pause this at any time and finish it off. You don't need to worry about us. But I am going to show you. I'm going to have this one, and maybe what I'll do is I'll take all of that, and then I'll go back here now. This time, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for photos. I'm going to look for like handshake. And, maybe here I'll do, maybe it could even be a video, I guess.
Yeah, you could do.
So I'm looking for so one's called Lola, one's called Antonio. So ideally looking for man and a woman shaking hands, but it doesn't really matter. What we got here? That one's so strange. Let's use it because it's so strange. Oh, we do love a bit of strangeness.
Yeah.
So, you can play that.
There's no bodies.
No bodies.
Weird.
No bodies. Very weird, but that's okay. So I'm just making sure that it covers the page. So just to show you, that's what you can do with videos and stuff. I mean, you know what you could do? Is you could remove the background on it. I mean, you can remove background on videos. It doesn't have a well-defined subject. Okay, I thought maybe that one wouldn't work.
It might have, yeah. I suppose if it's a person, you could remove it, right?
Yeah.
Or something that's in the screen the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to get what about this one? Yeah, maybe I'm not going to use the remove background on that one too much, to be fair. But anyway, just to show you that you can put video in there as well. And then I'm going to put my text in, add your text. I've pasted it here. And there's a lot of text going on here. So it's dominating the screen. So I'm going to use the numbers here to bring it right down. But you can also just use the buttons there as well. Now, I'm going to left align it. No, probably center align it would be better. And then drag this so it just goes onto 2 lines, a bit neater. Drag it into the center, really cool. And then let me play that from there. Mega weird, love it. And then I'll take my text. I mean, this really is, I'm breaking new ground here.
Yeah.
I am. I'll change it to this one. And, we have been doing the outline on the text throughout this whole time. So I think I will put an outline on it. There we go. Make it a bit thicker. That's better. And then, I mean, even maybe you can do things
I was about to show that. That's good.
Yeah, you can change the line spacing. So you can just put those up and down a bit so that they, tuck in with the video a bit. And maybe I'd want to get these hands a little bit further down. These weird hands. And then again, you can record your voiceover. So what I'll do is record voiceover quickly and then show you how to put a track on the bottom of it, like an actual, audio track. So let's put some audio on, record voiceover. Me llamo Antonio. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú? Okay. Now that's actually put it. For some reason, it put it there. So I think it's because I didn't have my playhead. I didn't have it in the right place, you see. I think my playhead was at the end here. So it started recording here. but it's dead easy to fix because you just grab it and say, "Oh, you get back here." And then also there was a bit of delay at the end, so I can just trim that off. That's fine. Now, it's created an extra scene for me, so I'm going to take that off just by right-clicking it and delete scene. Now, throughout my whole piece of video here, I've got lots of different bits of voiceover, but if I want to, I can put actually like a music track on the whole thing. Now, because I've got this on mute, you won't be able to hear anything, but if I play these, then I can hear the different kind of music that's on there. When you find one that you like, so you could search for things like hip hop, for example, which the children seem to be listening to these days. Then you can get that vlog hip hop. There you go. You stick that on, and it means you've got video track where you've got like images here, and then you've got an audio track of cool music, and then you've got your voiceovers as well. It's all going on. So have a little play with that. That's how you do it. And whenever you want to, you can download your video. I'm not going to download it here because it does take a little bit of time. Or you can share your video and publish it to the web, or send it to Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams, of course. I'm going to press publish to web. I'm going to press publish link. It's saying down here, publishing your design. And with video, it does take a little bit longer. Definitely takes a little bit longer. So do just bear that in mind, especially if there's lots of you in the same classroom. But essentially, that's how you create your video. You just go through all of the different sections, maybe combine some of these, into one image, for example. Combine that into one image, and make it a nice short little video with voiceover, with music, all that kind of stuff. And I go back there. It's still, you see, copy link. Your link is ready. I can copy that and maybe go back to this page, stick it in. Might still be processing. Not entirely sure. Let's wait and see. No, it's already there. So that's great. And then you can play that whenever you like. Right. I think maybe, Ruth, have you got anything else that you want to show us?
All I was going to say was what I've been doing is, because I wanted it to be a conversation, I just used the duplicate option on the slides instead of having to create a new one each time. There's my little dot. So I've got this slide, and then if you go to the three little dots, you can go to duplicate, which I did. Yeah. So say I need another one. So I can go here, and I can go to duplicate. And what it does is it will create this and an extra slide right beside it, and you just click and drag, and you can reorder them.
Yeah, very cool.
So it's where if you had like little sections of your conversation, you could do it. But yeah, I was just about to mute to record, but that's okay. I'll wait. While you were talking, I suppose we probably should move on, but yeah.
Right. So if you need to pause us now and get on with your work, and if this is the only challenge that you do today, that's absolutely fine. So you can pause us. That's absolutely fine. But that is essentially how you do the greetings challenge. Just build it up slide by slide. If you want to combine more than one line from the greetings challenge text, you can to keep it a little bit shorter. But essentially, it's time to finish off your video if you want to. And we're going to move on now to challenge number 2, which is your country fact file. Now, this one we won't be doing it with voiceover. And we won't be doing it with video or anything like that. So this is like a quicker one. This is a quicker one. So if you think maybe you want to try something new, you can jump over to this with us now. Right. So this is all about country fact file, but we're not going to do it in the target language. This is research about, the countries of languages we might be studying, and, why it's so cool to study languages. I mean, I love languages, really. French, Spanish, Portuguese, all love a bit of that.
Yeah.
All quite similar. Yeah, I love it. So anyway, you can see on this page, you've got here are example facts about France and Spain. And it says facts about France, but actually it's about France and Spain. Now my France ones are a little bit shorter, which is probably better, really. But I did try to trim the Spanish ones down, and that was as good as it got. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we are going to go back to our Adobe Express here. I'm going to press the big A in the top left. You see up there. Press that one, and it just takes us back to the home page. Now, we are going to create a graphic. Any particular size take your fancy, Ruth Davidson?
Portrait's probably the easiest one, right? Or
Yeah, okay. So let's do like a poster.
Poster is poster. Something.
Okay. So let's do portrait.
Sure.
Now this is going to be I call it Euro fact file. There we go. So I'm ahead of the game, and I've for once managed to name it before we start. So
Nice.
now what I'm going to do here is, you see down on the left hand side, it's got grids. Now this is new, isn't it, Ruth Davidson?
It is, yeah, because we've been looking for it, and then it just popped up, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't
We
even
think,
know.
unless we missed it, I might have missed it.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of facts, there are 5 in each. So when you go to your Euro fact file, you might want to find a 5-image grid. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that one's no good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's pretty good. Could try this one. It's got 2 big ones and 3 in the middle there. So 3 smaller ones. So what I'm going to do here is stretch it out, and it's just snapping to the edges, and it just makes it very easy to work with. Okay, cool. Now, once you've got that lined up, I mean, you might sort of think, oh, actually, that's not the best one for me. I would like to do something else, really. But just have a look through. But anything between sort of 3 and 5 is fine. You don't have to do them all. But I'll just show you. I've got 5 facts. I'm going to use 5 different windows. Now, once you've got that in place, you can click again, and that clicks the whole grid, like we were talking about before. And then you click again, and it'll pick like one particular cell within that image. Now, if I go to France, maybe I'll do the Spanish one again. Why not?
Okay, I'll do France then, just so we got both.
Okay, fine. So my first Spanish fact is about Don Quixote, the world's first modern novel, apparently, written 4,018 years ago. I studied that in school. Great.
That's crazy how long ago it was written then.
I know. The 8th most translated book in the world. I mean, that is bananas, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a mad story. It's fun. The dude in it is just completely bonkers. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select this first kind of like top image here. There's something mad going on here. What's going on? Okay, so search photos. What is going on? Hang on. Maybe I just need to search photos. I think the fact that just type it in. Just type it. Like, what am I Don Cervantes? It's Don Quixote. Okay, nice. That is very cool. That's an iconic picture.
That's really cool, yeah.
Yeah, because one of the things in the story is that Don Quixote mistakes the windmills for giants, who he thinks they're going to attack him and things like this. So he's all a bit mad. So that's a really good one for the start. And then all you need to do then is go to your, facts here. And I can just pick this piece of text or highlight it. I'm going to press Control and C or Command and C. And then go back to my fact file. Now, if you want to, you can zoom right in.
Probably make it easier, right?
Yeah, maybe go to 100%, and then you can see that particular cell really close up. That's fine. And then go to text on the left-hand side, add your text, and then just paste it in. Right. Blimey. So that's really big. So what do I need to do here? Well, I can grab the corner of it, drag it right down, and I can use my mouse to kind of get me back to that section. Now, obviously, I've got dark text on a dark image, not working. So, simple way to solve that is by putting a little outline on it. The only kind of issue with that is it's looking a bit.
It's a thin font as well, isn't it?
It is a thin font. Yeah. You see, Ruth knows all about the fonts.
Could you split it and have text on either side of your windmill? Is there
yeah.
I think that works okay. What you've got.
Yeah, I mean, let me try and play with the text because Ruth's right. It is a very thin font here. So maybe if I try something else, that's not too bad.
No, it's pretty good. So there's 2 tips. You can always pick a thicker font, or you can just make your outline thicker.
Yeah. So let me try that as well.
Okay.
So let me go there and outline thickness. Yeah. That kind of makes it better. So that's just an easy way to do things. But like Ruth said, you could always split it. So I could take, this is the second sentence in here. So I could take that. And then, actually, let me see what the easiest way to do this again would be. If I go to text and add your text, you see when it adds the text in, it's going to make me find the same font again.
Yeah,
so
your format.
So what I'm going to do is going to go to back at the top here. You see this little arrow here.
Undo, yeah.
Back. Yeah. And then with this selected, I'm going to press the 2 little, the box with the plus in there, duplicate it, take it over to the other side, line it up. You see the lines there telling me it's lined up, and then just highlight it all and paste in that bit. And maybe that just balances it up a little bit better. So there you go. Let's see Ruth start that off from scratch for anyone who needs that.
Yep. So you get a wee bit extra time. So I've exited out of my little video, which I did complete, just so you know. People probably saw my mouth moving as I was recording. But anyway, so we're going to start a new project. So on the home page, we're going to hit the plus, and we choose portrait just to get started. It's quite thin, but that's okay. We're going to choose portrait. Because we're going to be creating this little grid thing, okay? So over on the left, we're going to click on grids, and this is where you can choose. Now, I'm going to have a wee look and see how many facts do I have. I have 5. So I'm going to see if I can pick a grid that has 5 squares in it, just so I can do 1 for each fact. I don't actually have to. I don't have to include all 5 either, but why not? Let's give it a go. So I'll go for this one actually works better if it's sideways, but that's all right. Actually, I will just delete that grid, and I will try to find, oh, sorry, that's my phone. And I will, that's it again. I'm going to do 4 facts. That's going to be easier because otherwise you're going to be watching me do this all day. So I'm going to choose this one, which is just a nice little layout here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to do set as page background, and that will automatically snap our grid to the background. And it just means that I don't need to rearrange or resize any of our little boxes. What I can do though is if I click on it, remember if you click on it once, you choose the grid, and if I click on it again, I choose the box. So if I move this up, I can actually change how much of each box is shown, which is really handy as well. But let's find out what our first fact about France is. So France is the largest country in the EU and sometimes called the hexagon. So there we go. So I've copied that. Then I'm going to go to text. I'm going to go add your text. Paste it in. It is also a massive. So I'm going to select it. And I'm going to choose really simple font. This is more factual. We don't need to be too fancy with our fonts. So I'm going to choose like a really nice chunky font. Also with your fonts, if you find there's a little arrow beside it, that means you can choose a different weight, which is just really like a thin version of that font, a thick version of that font if you want. So I'm going to go extra bold just to make it nice and simple. I'm going to drag it down. Might just drag that out so it makes a wee bit more sense, and then make it a bit smaller. So this is the only thing with this. I might need to go longer because my boxes are very tall and thin. So my text is probably going to have to be over a couple of the boxes. So we can go for something like this. Then I'm going to select this box. So remember, click on it once, click on it again. This is definitely selected now because these little sliders have appeared. I'm going to go to replace. This is all what you did before anyway. Oh, I don't know why I hit upload. That was good. And I'm going to type in France. And we'll see what we get. So it's mostly Paris, which is great.
Yeah, I mean, maybe try like France map or something like that.
Ooh.
No.
France map.
Oh,
Is that
What's that
France?
is it France?
No, it's London. That's London.
Well, yeah. Well, that is one of the interesting things about, France was the official language of England, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think, is that one of our facts?
It is one of our facts. Yeah.
Woo! I might use that image for later then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I haven't quite got the image that I want, but that's okay. What we can do is we can just click on it. I can just go to, I might just type in Europe
Yeah.
and see what we kind of get.
Yeah, it's not really been very helpful. That, I mean, you
It's
could
not
always
being
Google
too
images and-
helpful. I mean, that one's a bit better.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
bit
that one's
better.
pretty good
So I
actually.
can just double click on it and move it across so that you can.
Yeah,
Wait,
you got a
where's
big chunk of it there.
Yeah, so I can make it a wee bit bigger and kind of just move it over so you can kind of see France.
Yeah.
But the problem is there's a lot of text here, so I'm going to click here. I'm going to do our classic fix. Actually, I might show something a wee bit different. So when I click on that, I can either do an outline on it, which is the easiest and quickest way to do it, or I can add what Dom loves me to say, which is a shape. So I can click that, and what it's going to do is it's going to add in like a nice rectangle behind each line, and I can choose shape, fill. I'm going to choose black, and text I'm going to choose white, or I could choose that sort of map color. I think that's actually, well, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah,
I think I'll go white. It stands out a bit more. Yeah. You can do cutout text, which is really cool feature. If you have like a photograph in the background, probably not with loads of writing. But it does look, it might actually look all right if I change this. See, this is where it's like, whoa, Ruth's now off on a tangent.
Change the color of the box, right?
Yeah, I'll see which one.
Dark, maybe?
A darker one. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work. I think that the image is a bit odd.
Yeah, it is
Color.
a unique image for sure.
Yeah, so I'll take the cutout off. I'll maybe just change that to something more Frenchy. Let's go red. Sure.
Yeah, that works actually. That works well.
Yeah, and so it works pretty good. And then I can go back. And what I might do is, I don't know if it's going to have it, but I'm going to go to the shapes function in Elements. I'm going to type in France. Oh, I thought it might have had like an outline of the French country.
Yeah, I know. There definitely used to be stuff like that. It does seem to
yeah.
It's changed in a way, stuff like that.
But anyway, so I can just do this. And I can Google France outline if I want to.
Oh yeah, you need that page. You're not on that. Can you share that?
Sorry. There we go. So I can type in France outline.
That's cool.
I can save something like this, copy it, and paste it in there. Just if you can't find the image you want, you may have to go to Google.
And then share that tab as well.
Oh, sorry.
I know it's a pain, isn't it?
First time, it's fine. Oh no, it removed the white.
Then you can restore image.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Because Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You can always put that in as the whole background, though.
That's true. I can just put that wee one in. But anyway, so you can play around with it and see what you like, and see. But I'll throw it back to you, and you can do the next fact.
Cool. Right. So I went a little bit ahead just to show you what we're looking to achieve. So my second fact is that Spain has the world's biggest food fight festival. The world's biggest food fight festival. 20,000 people gather in Buñol once a year, which is near Valencia, and it's called La Tomatina. It's a tomato fight festival. Now, what I did here, let me just go back. You've got this back button here. Let me go back. I was messing around with the text as well, so I'll lose that, but no big deal. So I had this image here. Clicked it once, I clicked it twice. Now I've got that selected. Now I can go to replace image. And I did a Google search for La Tomatina. And then I right click the image and I can save image as, or, I click save image as. I saved it as a JPEG. And then when you're back in here, you see you can go upload from device. And then you got Tomatina. Click return. and then boom, pops in there. Dead easy.
Nice.
So then I can copy this text here. So I've gone Control and C or Command and C, and then go back here. And then, if you wanted to, the probably easiest way to do this is just maybe keep all the text the same and make it, just keep it simple, I guess. And then duplicate it. And then you can bring that down here, probably take it over to this side, double click it then, or maybe even triple click it, I think. And then Command or Control and V to paste in your new text. And I've got my new text here. And then I can, there we go. That's looking pretty good. And then if I click off it and then click back on, I can just center it, well, not center it. Well, I suppose center it within that cell, but over on the right-hand side there. And that's dead easy. So, this is what you're doing in this section is basically, my third one is Spanish being the second most spoken language in the world. So, I mean, what would I put in one of these photos here? I'd probably click and click again to get into this one. And then I can replace again. And then I could go to like languages, for example, and then see what we've got here. We've got all sorts. And then we could go to this one maybe. Now, the only issue with that one is that you can't really see all the speech bubbles, not really working. So I don't think it was a particularly good choice there. But that's fine because you can go out of it, come back into it, and replace it. And then what will I go for here? I'm looking for something which is, do you know what? This is something that Kyle showed us on another one. You can actually put what Ori.
Yeah. I didn't know you could do this before he showed it as well. Oh, it's showing portraits.
Yeah. A vertical.
Oh, vertical. That's what it is. It's vertical. I was just about to say the same.
Oh, they didn't find anything, so that wasn't particularly good.
Well, could you do speech bubbles instead of language if you like the speech bubble idea?
Yeah. Speech bubble vertical. Didn't find anything there either. Oh.
They'll probably just come up with like one.
Yeah. Maybe
that
this
one
one
might get more. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad, is it?
No.
That's not bad. And if you click it again, you can kind of move it within there and see which one, sort of works best. I think maybe that one works best, I think. Maybe just edge it up a bit. There we go. And then again, duplicate your text. So go there, duplicate it, bring that down, and then paste. Actually, I didn't even copy my text. What am I doing? Let's go back in here, copy my text. And then select it all. So you can select all the text by doing Control and A or Command and A if you're on a Mac. And then you can paste it all in by doing Control or Command and B. There we go. That worked. Good for that. And then there we go. That's making sure that everything is on the right line. And then, I'll just make sure that is kind of roughly, I think, in the right place. Sometimes it will kind of try to make you align it to different things. Just stay true to the game and put it where you think it looks best. Yeah. And this is how you just build it up. Ruth, what are you playing at here?
Well, I changed my background image and I think it looks nicer. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think the other background was maybe a bit distracting. That was all.
Right.
And I was just about to try and find a picture of someone with binoculars and cut them out to do like tourist.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or someone with a camera, maybe actually.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You see, this is where I think that's where a lot of the success comes from, is being creative in your image choice, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to click on her, remove background. I mean, she's taking a picture of the wrong thing, but that's okay.
That's fine.
And maybe just dropping it in somewhere like that. So then you've kind of got, it's more like a tourist destination.
Yeah, that's great.
Need to click this one. Might get rid of that box. And instead put in the outline because I think that might look better on the sky. So that's all I'm doing is just trying out things, you know. That's the best thing about this is give it a go. If it doesn't work, just try something else. It's not like it's a permanent choice.
Exactly that.
You know, every time you cut back to me, I'm probably going to have something different because it's nice to have the option.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so I was just about to do my next fact, which is the official language one. Oh, actually, I might do that. I might skip that one because I'm not sure what image I would kind of do. Probably just that your languages one. You know, like the speech bubbles or that the map one. So let's go with this one down here for mountain. So I can click on here. I can do Mont Blanc. Yeah.
Very cool.
And I don't know if I want the little skier, so I might just move it across.
Yeah.
And take that out, maybe.
Good idea.
And then I'm gonna click on the text at the top. So I've just been duplicating my text, same as you, just so I didn't have to create a new box or something. And then just clicking it, changing it, you know, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll just go smaller. Don't forget, this is like, it looks really small, the text, but it's like an A4 page. So what sizes are font? 38, that's huge. Like,
yeah, that is massive.
Normally it's like size 12 is
Yeah.
your normal. So we can kind of do something like that, you know, and I could add in something at the bottom if I really wanted to. I could just get a skier, but like one that I want, if that makes sense. I was going to do an animal that lives in the mountains, but I don't know.
What are they doing? The France, they're called like French mountain goats. They got a name on me.
Oh, like a special name?
Yeah, like the ibex.
Why
ibex. And they've got those crazy horns.
Oh yeah, I might get these too, like having a full-on fight.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So it added it at the top, so I'll hit remove background. We'll see if I get this. It might keep the bottom in. Oh, it didn't. Yes. So we can.
Nice. Look at that. That's great.
Yeah. So you can kind of add things like that in. Way. I mean, it cut their wee feet off, but that's all right. It looks like they're in the snow.
Yeah.
You kind of play around with that. And then the last fact I was going to do is just about the inventions.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Well, I'll take that
back to you.
So yeah. So you know, I've just been like Ruth said. You know, if you actually do zoom in, you'll see that the text isn't that small. You know, you can go through, and it is actually really big. But but usually Express is gonna, you know, zoom to fit all, so it looks like you're working on something really small. Yeah. But actually, I mean, if you did it 100%, you can see, you know, you can see it really, really clearly. So you know, we're not that one. I'm on this one. Spanish has 4 co-official languages. So this is the one I need to be. So here. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to think, you know, I want to change that image. I'm going to replace it. And then here, maybe the languages. Not really sure how I'm going to do this one. What I'm going to search for
what was it? What's your fact? Sorry, I was doing.
About there being 4 different languages, I suppose.
Ooh. Could you do number 4? Like can you just Google or search 4? It might get someone holding up 4 fingers.
Do you know what, Ruth? Honestly, sometimes I'm like, what are we going to do without her? Ruth, you can never leave, ever.
I think you're all right.
No, you can never leave.
Okay, that's fine.
And yeah, and then, you know, you can go back to your text and then maybe duplicate that again. And then I can't remember whether I don't remember whether I copied it. Did I? Yeah, I did. Yeah. So there you go. You got 4 official co-languages: Catalan,
Mhm.
which is like a very sort of funky mix of like French and Spanish and all sorts of things. Morben. And then you got Basque, which is apparently quite closely related. Well, not quite closely, but has slight connections with Welsh. And then you
Ah,
got Galician, which is almost Portuguese.
right.
And then you got Aranese, and I used to live in the Aran Valley.
So is that the one that you knew?
No, I have absolutely no idea how that one works. No idea whatsoever. I lived there for about a year, and it was just
Right.
like, wow, what is going on there? But lovely people.
Well, that's the important thing.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, that language, because where I was living, they were
Mhm.
speaking Castellano, they were speaking Catalan, and then they were speaking Aranese. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
man,
okay. So you just weren't
do
winning
with
at
one.
all.
Let's do one.
Yeah, pick one.
Yeah, let's do one. So there we go. So if you want to see it all and see what it's like, you can zoom to fit all just by clicking there. And then you've got your kind of 5 sections here. I suppose the one thing I'm thinking is that these two, they don't look good next to each other. So
Yeah, maybe the
maybe,
middle one would be better.
yeah.
Can you swap them?
Yeah, no, I was thinking that. You did used to be able to do that just by dragging them.
It's whether your text goes with it, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it might just be easier to oops, lots of mad things there. Might be easier to switch the text around, so that one's kind of in the middle, and that's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know, like you could probably, what am I going to do with that? And then probably go back in and swap those around somehow.
Yeah.
Search for them again, I suppose, and just change them so that there's a bit more balance, because you can see if you zoom, yeah, they're too similar, aren't they? You know, having these two next to each other didn't look good. I mean, you could always move one to the top, have one in the middle, have one at the bottom, sort of like a staircase style. But there you go. Right, well, we're near the end now, so what I'll do is I'll just show how to download PNG, download, there you go, click that and it'll go. And that's why you need to name your file, you see, because then when you download it, it's going to, you see, eurofactfile.png.
Yeah, so you're not confused what it is.
Exactly that. And then Ruth knows how easily confused I am. And then also share. Now, sometimes I am finding that you need to refresh the page for the share, before the share things comes up. So I just clicked in the URL there, click return, and then if I go back in here, are you going to let me share it? 3, 2, 1, come on. Yay! So you can share it to Google Classroom, you can share it to Microsoft Teams, or you can publish it to the web. And then all you have to do there is publish link, and then you've got a snazzy little URL. As soon as this thing at the bottom said publishing your design, you see it there. Publishing your design, publishing your design. As soon as you see that change to link copied, you'll be able to stick that in a browser and it'll be all yours. Ruth, show me some funky stuff that you've done just to wrap us up.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was just getting my last slide just put together there. So
it's a very eclectic mix.
It is. I quite like this picture of this person getting blown away by her hairdryer. So I actually used this text as kind of a cutoff.
Right.
And then I'll just put the text on top so that there's no gap.
Yeah.
Same again for this one. But yeah, it was just thinking like what would be good for inventions. I was trying all different things and I just thought I'll just do a sky.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty happy. So I've got, again, I'm the same. I've got mine saved. I'm just going to hit download. PNG is fine. Or you can do, isn't it PDF is good for printing if you want.
Yeah, you can do, yeah.
And then same again, you can just go to share and publish to web. So, yeah. Oh, here, do you want to see my video?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, let's see it.
Hold on. Need to share. Oh, hold on. I need to open the project, don't I? because of the audio thing. Yeah, it only shares it. Hold on 2 seconds.
Let's have a look.
Let's see. It's not exciting.
Did you put a soundtrack on it?
I did, yes. I did put a
Nice.
soundtrack.
Let's see how she's done.
Oh, hurry up, sir.
Salut, bonjour. Comment tu t'appelles? Je m'appelle Lola. Et toi?
Je m'appelle Antoine. Comment vas-tu? Très bien, merci. Et toi? Bien, à plus tard. Adieu. I thought they should be beside each other at the end. So there you go.
That's absolutely class. You've done so well there. You made that look really, really good in a really short space of time. So well done, you.
Thanks.
Fantastic. And there you go. That's the official European Day of Languages all done and dusted.
Yep. I've had fun. I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know how much I love recording
languages. I do think they should be. We should do them more.
Yeah, it's fun. It is actually quite fun to do. Yeah.
Exactly. So there you go. Well, thank you very much, everyone. I'll be sending out an email very shortly to all the teachers to say thank you very much for coming. Make sure you get your free swag order in there. I'll be sending that all out. I've got lots of swag for you all. Please take it because, I'm sitting on it instead of a sofa at the moment, so I need to get rid of it. And apart from that, we'll see you at the next one.
Yeah.
What's the next one, Ruth?
I don't know.
Let's look. Sign up for the next session. I must be able to find out what the next one is.
Is it Black History Month? Is it Black History Month?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
It might be. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's loads going on this next month, though.
Yeah.
So let me give you a quick rundown before we go.
Yeah, worth
Yeah,
it.
you've got Black History Month, National Poetry Day, Mental Health Day, Recycling Week, and Halloween. There you go. That'll take us right into probably right into Christmas. Oh my days! I can't believe I just said that.
Don't even say Christmas. How dare you? Don't skip Halloween. Halloween's amazing.
Halloween. We got that. We've got one Halloween in there. We'll do that. Right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. And we will see you on the next one.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.